The sun was a giant, brilliant orange ball in the sky. In the familiar backyard, the grass wasn't just green, it was 1,000 shades of emerald and lime, glowing under the warm light. This was their kingdom. Skitter-scratch, a rustle came from a bush with flowers so fuchsia they looked like they were electric. Tom and Jerry, mid-chase, froze. Their heads swiveled in perfect, comical unison. The familiar game was forgotten. Tom tiptoed forward, his body stretched out long and silly. Jerry, ever brave, hitched a ride on Tom's tail, using him as a living shield. Their eyes were wide with a mix of fear and burning curiosity. Suddenly, a blur of gray and russet shot out. A cheeky squirrel with a fantastically fluffy tail snatched the tiny piece of cheese Jerry had dropped. It winked to one shiny black eye, and zoom, it was gone. The chase was on. The squirrel leaped onto a tree with bark of silver and leaves of jade. Tom scrambled up, his claws scraping. Jerry bounced from Tom's head to a branch, a tiny, determined adventurer. A plump, royal blue jay, annoyed by the noise, dive-bombed Tom. Thwack! It pecked his bottom, which turned a bright, cartoonish red. Tom yowled and flailed, losing his grip. Tom landed in a patch of flowers that were a shocking magenta. This disturbed a hive of bees, buzzing like tiny helicopters with golden stripes. The air hummed with danger. Tom and Jerry shared a look of pure panic. Forgetting their quarrel, they ran as one, a blur of gray and brown, with a buzzing, yellow cloud hot on their tails. Teamwork was their only option. They dove into a small, dark hole, but it wasn't empty. They found themselves in a cozy den, face to face with a mother groundhog and her 3 adorable, chocolate-brown babies, all munching on clover. The mother groundhog gave them a stern, but not unfriendly, look. Tom and Jerry, embarrassed, backed away slowly, offering a silent, apologetic wave. Even chaos has its rules. They crept to a pond, its surface like a perfect sheet of glassy aqua. A majestic dragonfly with wings like stained sapphire glass skimmed the surface. For a moment, all was peaceful and beautiful. Plop, the squirrel reappeared, dropping Jerry's now slightly dirty cheese right between them. It chattered, laughing at them from a safe branch, its tail twitching with sass. Tom and Jerry looked at the cheese, then at each other, then at the vast, wild jungle of their backyard. The squirrel had outsmarted them both. A new, unspoken agreement was made. They sat side by side, leaning against a giant, sunflower yellow flower. They weren't just cat and mouse anymore. They were wildlife observers. They watched a line of fiery red ants carrying a crumb 10 times their size. The backyard was no longer just a backyard. It was a world of vibrant life, hilarious characters, and endless adventures, all happening right under their noses. As the moon rose, a soft lavender in the twilight sky, Tom and Jerry sat on the windowsill, looking out. Their eyes sparkled. They had the best seat in the house for the greatest show on earth, their own wild, wonderful, and extremely colorful backyard.